Okay, we're going to go ahead and get started. Hi, everyone. Today's webinar is how a PT can get the most out of their Facebook. This webinar is brought to you by BuildPT. My name is Jesse McFarland, and I'll be your presenter today. I'm the marketing director and director of product at BuildPT. I've been a professional digital marketer for over 10 years. I've been with BuildPT for almost 3 years now. And if you're not familiar with BuildPT, we offer digital marketing solutions to clinics, whether that's a marketing product or through our free content like our blog, newsletters, and our free webinars like the one you're watching here today. If you have any questions about how BuildPT can help you and your clinic, you can contact me at jesse@buildpt.com. Okay, so we have a really busy agenda today. First, we're going to start talking about your Facebook page and how to optimize your Facebook page properly so you can represent your clinic. Next, we'll talk about posting for engagement. Then utilizing Facebook advertising, that is, and then some best practices for using Facebook. At the end of this webinar, we'll provide a Facebook marketing checklist that you can actually download. And we want to make sure that you have something to use for your Facebook efforts. And this checklist will cover much what we go over here today. So it's definitely worth staying to the end so you can get this free tool. One last reminder, we do at least one free BuildPT webinar per quarter. My last webinar was on SEO and it's still getting a lot of recording views. Also, we did a webinar on Facebook last year, and that one was a little bit more basic compared to the content that we're going to go over here today. It goes a bit more into just the value of Facebook. So if you're interested, you can find both of these webinars and all our webinars at buildpt.com/webinars, and you can watch any recording at any time. Again, this is all free content for you to use. Okay, so most of everyone here knows that Facebook can be important to your business, so I'm not going to overly preach the value here, but here are some quick stats anyway. First, 68% of Americans use Facebook. Most visitors, as in 74%, visit Facebook daily. 96% of Facebook users access it on mobile. It is the ultimate mobile app. And users spend about 35 minutes a day, and that's just Facebook alone. If you consider other Facebook-owned apps like Messenger or Instagram, we're looking at over an hour a day. So the volume of users is there. Now, let's talk about how you can utilize this platform. So when it comes to Facebook, for your PT clinic, it all starts with your clinic page. Step one is to fully optimize this page. This is an important step, and it's usually skipped by a majority of all clinics, and most don't even understand what they are missing. So in this section of the webinar, I will show you optimization strategies that work well for PTs. So again, Facebook starts with your clinic. You don't want to mess this up. Now, you might be asking, why is this so important? A Facebook business page is a knowledge card for your clinic. This is a powerful online directory, not just through the Facebook app, but through other platforms like search engines. A Facebook business page is essential brand opportunity that surely your consumers will see. And since a lot of your consumers will see this page, then your goal here is to represent your PT clinic's brand the best way possible. And that means at a quick glance, a consumer should be able to quickly view your Facebook page and know who you are, what you do, and why you. And why you means why should they stay on this page, or why should they scroll down and read more? And then the ultimate why you is why should they buy from you? So these three core things here, who you are, what you do, and why you, can all happen in seconds. And the reason is consumers want instant access to the information that they are seeking. So if you're not taking your page seriously, then consumers will go somewhere else, and that means you are blowing opportunities. So when it comes to who you are, you want to optimize everything. Therefore, you need to carefully consider each step. Example, is like images, like the right profile image or the right cover photo for your clinic. Fully utilize the about section. For example, do you have a simple sentence about your clinic or a lengthy story? Bios, do you have bios for each of your staff? Services, have you listed all the services and provide a description of them? Buttons, are you utilizing these to get calls or people to message you or even email you? Reviews, now generating reviews is huge for the credibility of your clinic and your Facebook knowledge card. So optimizing Facebook is not an exact science here, but at BuildPT, we are working with a high volume of PT clinics and their Facebook pages. So I will show you some pages that I like, and I'll explain why. And this is the first page I want to show you. And the owners of this page are doing a few things very well. First thing, there's my arrow there. First thing, just in the top left, that's called your profile photo. This is the first thing that most consumers actually see. It's a cornerstone of the business page itself, but the photo is also used as a thumbnail when consumers are searching for your clinic. Therefore, if you're using it like a logo, like this clinic is, you want to think small and make sure it's cropped for a circle. You want to be mindful of text. So if you have text within the logo, you don't want to be too lengthy, especially if you have like more than one word. So just an example, if you have like Bob's Physical Therapy in Denver, Colorado, it's a lot of text there. It's not going to look very attractive at all within a thumbnail. Also, you don't need a business name at all because Facebook already includes it with a profile image. So just about anywhere this profile image is listed, the business name will be right next to it or right under it. So, so a good practice here is to use a custom version of your logo that fits within this area. In case you need a visual, this is how a profile image is used for a thumbnail. See how small the image is and see how it needs to be round there. The second one is an actual post, so it's really small there, and think how small that is on a mobile device. So, and also notice again, the name of the page or the name of the business is always tied with it. So you don't need have your business name. A custom version of your logo is would be great here. So again, the profile image is when someone sees your page while searching on a post or an ad. The next thing I want to cover is or go over is the cover photo. And that's the first thing people see after landing on your clinic's Facebook page. And the reason is it takes up the most real estate, right? It's dominating this slide that you're looking right here. So it's the first thing that people will lay their eyes on. Now when it comes to like optimizing this, there isn't any rules here, but it's a good idea to use this area as your first opportunity to engage your audience. Now, I like this one because it's clean, it's simple, it's professional looking. It explains who they are, but also this is the first image of a scroller. And you can see all the dots here above this arrow. They have what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So there are 5 images within this spot. And these other images behind this first one actually tell a better story within this space. These they'll show like a PT working with patients and so forth. So you in a quick glance or a quick scroll, you not only know who they are, but actually of what they do. And again, you want to optimize everything. This is the about section here. Everything here is optimized, whether it's a category, there's hours, there's details or business information, business details like parking, payment options. If you look to the right, that Our Story section is awesome for optimization. And this should be in detail. Now, I know for a fact that this section is rarely utilized well. So if you want to take any notes or if you want some homework for today, remember to review this section on your own Facebook page today. If it's short or if it's a short sentence or just a couple sentences or a tiny paragraph. Really look on expanding this. The longer it is, the more optimization that you'll have here. Also, this page did a good job using staff pages for their bios. Can't really see this, but I'll use my scroller here. Above this about page, they have another page. It's Team Rehab Staff. Now, typically users who are researching YU as a solution, or typically users who are researching, YU as a solution to their issues, they wouldn't want, a lot of them want more information about the PTs or the people that work there. And again, this is another section that I rarely see PTs utilize well. So make this another opportunity that can be improved on to make your page really stand out. Another optimization must is the services section. So there's a services page. This PT clinic also does this one very, very well here. They show other services besides just physical therapy. They show dry needling, correct exercise training, hands-on joint and muscle treatments. Now keep in mind that these are also keywords. So if you know much about SEO, then you know that having keywords gives you more opportunities for your clinic to be found. Well, it works the same through Facebook. Next part is buttons. Call now is typically the best option here. And I also really like the send message option, or even email us option as well. And this is send message or email is just a little less aggressive approach, and it gives users the option to ask a question first before taking that big step like calling the clinic. But it's actually a good idea to have both, like this page. So also one other thing here, and I just discovered this while I was doing research for this webinar, you can actually edit the size of these buttons now. So it's kind of a cool new feature. So you can make them a lot bigger or smaller or whatever. And these guys are also active on generating reviews. They are recommended by 37 people and have a 5.0 rating. Keep in mind that this is separate from Google reviews or Yelp. These are just Facebook reviews. So clearly they have a review generation strategy. Again, this is a great for consumers that want to know a little bit more about your clinic. Wow, this is reviewed by 37 people that have a 5.0 experience. There's a lot of credibility there when you're searching for a PT solution, when a consumer is searching for a PT solution. And the last thing I want to show here is you can customize the section area. And where's my arrow? There it is. It's on the right here, bottom right. You can see they use this section here for added questions, which is just great for engagement. You could also use this area as the Our Story section from your About page, the photos, videos. If you have an upcoming event, you could put that there. There's a lot of things that you can do. So I just want to that's good for now for this page. I want to go show you a few more page examples specifically on the cover photo, because the cover photo is so important because again, it covers that most real estate. And again, I think a lot of PT practices that are viewing this webinar can definitely or likely need to improve that area. Now, I want to show you this one. It's pretty basic one. Again, we're just talking about the cover image, which is dominating this slide here. But the reason why I'm showing you this one is because the most common cover photo that I see with PT clinics by far is a staff picture of just the team. And that's fine and all. And that might show who you are, but a group of people, just, all in their collared shirts standing side by side against a blank wall doesn't really show what you do. Now, I like this version of a cover photo that you're seeing here of the staff because it's fun. They added some personality to it, so you get an idea of who they are. And it shows what they do, because look, they're all exercising. They all are using some sort of piece of exercise equipment. There's a yoga pose in there and so forth. So this is just a creative version of that common, I would have to say plain group staff image that a lot of clinics choose to use. Now, this is another one I like. Actually, I love this one because, for one, they use a video as their cover here. So this isn't actually a video within the cover photo spot. So if you didn't know that you can do video here, you can. Um, and this video here couldn't be more perfect. Again, the name of this clinic is Movement Solutions. So Movement Solutions, and the video shows the PT, who's on the left there, is working with an athlete, or doing a movement with the athlete, which is an athlete is the clinic's demographic. You know, that's who they specialize in. Oh, and the exercise movement that they are doing is doing in the video is a modification of the single leg Romanian deadlift. Now, that's a great choice because that exercise is also shown in their logo, which you can also see in the profile image. So this is just a spot on display of who you are and or who they are and what they do. Now I got to pitch our BuildPT products here. So us at BuildPT, we fully optimize a Facebook, anybody or your Facebook clinic's page. And as I mentioned, your Facebook page is an online knowledge card. And with our service, we also create and fully optimize 70 to 80 other knowledge cards like Google, Yelp, Yahoo, and a lot of healthcare ones, related ones as well. And we also generate more reviews. And that includes on any review site like Google, Yelp, and even Facebook. And another thing too, since we just talked about images, we'll assist you on creating the right image for your knowledge cards as well. If this is something you're interested in, we have this product called BuildPT Trust. You can go to our site at buildpt.com/trust to get more information on it, or you can contact me directly at jesse@buildpt.com. Okay, now we're going to transition into posting. And posting is about getting impressions of your brand and the content that you are displaying. The impression metric that Facebook uses is called reach, and reach means the number of unique people who saw your content. The best way to build your reach organically is to get engagement from your audience. An example of an engagement metric is a like, and a like is a thumbs up or that heart icon, a comment, and a share or a share. Facebook favors posts with more engagement. So again, likes, comments, reach, shares. So they earn, those posts earn the more reach, which basically means, again, more eyeballs. Now that means that posting is not an ideal place to directly sell your services. At least that should never be a focal point of your content, because selling is just not good engagement. You know, consumers are smart, or people viewing Facebook are smart. They want to be sold left and right. So again, your post should have a goal to get people's engagement. You know, think that majority of Facebook is used as entertainment. So if your posts are engaging, hey, you're gonna have their intention. Now, when it comes to posting, the most common question we get is how often a clinic page should post on their should post. And there's no right or wrong answer, but you do want to get the most out of each post. So we, you know, just with the clinics that we see here or we regularly work with, you know, 2 to 4 times a week, with days in between each post, fits the most, fits the mold for most clinics. Again, there is no exact rule here. I'm not saying this is the definite range that you want to be in, but I do know this: high quantity is not the answer to get the most out of each post, right? So too much content is just more noise, and Facebook is already a very loud room, and too much noise, with too much noise, you're at the risk of your audience just tuning out. So when it comes to posting, less can be more, and I really think that's true for getting the most out of each post. Okay. And timing is critical when it comes to getting the most out of each post. Now, again, when I say most, that means reach, the most reach out of each post. And posting between 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. is the standard for most businesses. So if you actually were to Google, when's the best time for me to post, a majority of the content that you're going to see is going to say somewhere between that time frame, 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. for businesses. However, for PTs, again, at BuildPT, we monitor a ton, or we manage a ton of Facebook pages, PT clinic Facebook pages, and we actually see a slightly different trend. And the trends that we see are spikes early in the morning and later in the afternoon into the evening. So I'm talking around, when I say early in the morning, around 6 to 8 a.m. And this can, and in the afternoon to early evening, between 3 to 7 p.m. Now, this can range individually. I'm not saying this is an absolute thing. I'm just saying this is an average from what we see through a high volume of PT clinics. But really, the best practice for you to do is just look this up yourself on your own Facebook page. And how you do that is go to the Insights section. So Insights will be on your main menu on your Facebook page, and you go to the, once you're in Insights, you go to the post section, and you can see the time and days you get the most reach. So when you see those spikes, that's generally telling you that's a good time for you to post. Another thing to consider, for a majority of PT clinics or even businesses on this matter, weekdays are usually better than weekends. And also, you want to use that Facebook scheduler, right? So that Facebook schedule will allow you to post at that right time, right day and time. And it's so easy to use instead of just publishing live. You can also use third-party tools like Hootsuite. Again, the whole point is you schedule these posts at the right day and time, so you can get the most reach out of each post. Excuse me. So another common question is, well, what's the best way to post? Well, there isn't an exact answer for this, other than what works best for you, your admins, and your clinic. So, but regardless, I'm definitely going to give you a list of ideas anyway. First, statistically, for impressions or again Facebook reach, videos or video posts gets the most reach, and even more, Facebook live video typically gets more engagement than regular video posts. Posts within images usually have a better reach than text. However, you can get creative with text, so there's nothing wrong with that. Posting timely articles or blog posts that are trending, or the content or topic that directly impacts your audience can really help with engagement. Podcasts are great, and all of these have their place. Inspirational quotes, bucket list posts, funny memes, inspirational images, questions or polls are great for engagements or quizzes. Infographics can be successful. Really, the key formula for posting well for engagement is using variety. And where most businesses fail is that they post in the same style multiple times and then determine, well, I'm not getting any action here, so Facebook just doesn't work well for me. Creative people can thrive when it comes to posting. So if that's not you, then I encourage that you get others around you involved with your post for your clinic. So just for example, creativity is not a strength of mine. I'm good with posting articles and blog posts and doing the advertising part of Facebook, but I hand off creative posts to someone else on my team who has that strength. So using multiple admins is how you can get a variety on your branded channels. Now, I do have some strong recommendations for organic posts that we see do well for PTs, and that's tips. The knowledge of a PT is it's just content gold. So for example, millions of people struggle with pain. So showing, basic stretches on leaving back pain or neck pain or whatever is simple to create, and that's just great content for your audience. Just the general population, that's great content. If you have a demographic or a niche, you definitely use that as your advantage. So if you work with athletes, use tips for them. If you work with seniors or focus on women's health, use content for those individual audiences. Also, exercise tips is some of the most engaging content that you can find on Facebook or the entire internet. And then how-to videos always work well. How to squat properly, how to fix your posture, increase flexibility. The options are nearly limitless. And how-to doesn't even need to be a video. It could be a post or any type of post, really. And this is, to be honest with you, this is what all PTs should be doing. It's easy. It educates the community of the value of physical therapy, and it shows the community that you and your clinic are experts in this area. So again, tips to your audience or your ideal demographic is really the best content a PT can show. And no one else can really do this for you. Now, sometimes, I get some pushback from PTs, when it comes to sharing, knowledge for free on Facebook or just on the internet in general. And I get that, you spend a lot of time, a lot of schooling for the knowledge that you earned there, and giving away something free, your own knowledge free is you know can be quite questionable, or at least that's what I get a lot. But what we're talking about here is sharing bits and pieces of your knowledge on these free platforms like Facebook. And really, when you do that, when it's just bits and pieces, what you're doing is you're leaving your audience wanting more. And that's the whole purpose of these tips posts. And leaving them wanting more is how you get new patients from organic Facebook posting. Now, just for fun here, I just want to give you some quick post ideas. And this first one here I'm showing you includes 2 videos side by side. And this page does that a lot of before and after posts, which is great of showing the value of PT. And there is another thing I like here. If you look in the description area, the last sentence, well, it's not really a sentence, but here, I'll just read it. Tag, comment, and share with someone with low back pain. Now, this may seem kind of obvious, but this is a really, really smart reminder of what people should be doing after viewing this post. And they're telling you, hey, share this value with others, or other people that can use this information. And that's really, it's basic, but it's really smart. It's just a really strong engagement move on this post by this clinic. I've had this question before. Well, I thought you can't use before and after images. That's true only with advertising. On posts, totally okay. And this example here is about integrating your content. So if you have a blog or you want to use other people's blog, that's content that you can integrate on other channels like Facebook. And it's just, using your own blog and posting a blog post from your own blog is great for Facebook, especially if it's engaging. And this one here that I'm showing is a timely piece that we did for our BuildPT Connect clients on Jumper's Knee. It was timely because we posted it during March Madness, and because it was timely, some of our clients got featured in their local news about this topic. So the topic was engaging, and we published it at the right time to get the most out of it. Success stories or patient of the month is easy, engaging content as well. If you can share a real life success story, then this is great for educating followers of who you are and what you do and the value of physical therapy within your own community. And here's an example of using tips. It's not a video, it's images here with some do-it-yourself stretches for plantar fasciitis, just using images again. And if you need some general ideas for consumer-facing posts, Get PT First is a great page to follow. They use a vast variety of content, and you can share their content, or you can just use it to get inspirational ideas. Again, that's Get PT First. Okay, so another Build PT pitch. Now, when it comes to you know engaging content on Facebook, when it comes to posts, nobody on the planet can really do this as good as you or other people on your staff. And that's just a fact. However, we offer a service called BuildPT Connect, and we actually provide not just Facebook, but we provide monthly content for your blog, email campaign, a print ready newsletter, plus press releases to all media outlets within your area. Again, that Facebook comes with that, and we actually do some Facebook advertising, so we get more reach. Now, this isn't a Facebook only product, obviously, but it does give you also gives you like a content calendar to follow, and integrating your own all of your content, which we do with the Connect product, is absolutely the best way to get the most value out of each piece of content. So if you're looking to drastically grow your audience and your brand, then you want to let us know. You can check out more about our Connect product at buildpt.com/connect, or you can contact me at jesse@buildpt.com. Okay, so now some sad truth. Not all of your followers will see your posts. And that's why engagement is so important, getting likes, getting those comments, shares, etc. And that's just critical if you want a high volume of people to see your posts. But it's not easy to make this happen for all your posts without investing, some money. And this is our segue into advertising. Facebook is a social media network. There was a movie about it a few years back, but yes, it's a social media network, but the business model is advertising. And that is one of the reasons why, Mark Zuckerberg is worth over $60 billion. It's not because of a free social media platform for everyone to use. It's that advertising component. So if you want more people to see your posts, then there's an option of boosting these posts. And if you're new to Facebook advertising, that's where you should start. And this will allow you to see what works. You can figure out your demographic, what is good content use, and basically it's an affordable way to learn from doing it. Now, if you want to venture into real Facebook advertising, then you need to use the Facebook Ads Manager. And within the Facebook Ads Manager, you basically have three types of ads. You have these awareness ads, the consideration ads, and the conversion ads. Okay, so for awareness ads, we have two options here. You have these brand awareness ads, which reaches people who are most likely interested. You have these reach ads that shows to a maximum amount of people within your budget there. And then consideration ads are one, traffic, which send people to a page. There's engagement that we recommend, which what allows you to get the most post engagement. Video views, if you make videos, this is how you can get more views. Messages are good. It gets more people to send a message to your page. And the other one that we recommend is lead generation. And this will use a Facebook landing page. But a little tip here, if you have your own landing page or you create your own, you want to use those because they're typically better. And then the last section here is conversion ads. The ones that fit, the only thing that really fits here for PT clinics is the conversions, and those drive valuable actions to your website or landing page. And that's great for like retargeting, but the key is you have to have a Facebook pixel code on your website so Facebook can actually track your visitors. If you don't have that, you don't even want to venture there. Now, I'm going to show you an advertising flow, and this here is super important because most businesses that do Facebook advertising themselves get poor results. The first thing you want to do is build awareness, okay? And this is how you generate an interest from your audience. Next step is using those consideration ads. And this is how you get people more interested in your brand or your clinic. You can start getting leads from these ads, specifically the traffic ads that I mentioned. And those traffic ads will allow you to send people that click on your ads to your awesome landing page. Even when you do that, though, you can't just expect conversions to happen immediately. It takes some time. And last is the conversion ads, and these work well after doing those traffic ads from the consideration section. And the thing with conversion ads, the big thing out of it is using that retargeting feature. It's just great for Facebook, and again, but you need to have that pixel code on your website. Now, why do businesses or why do clinics fail? And the big thing is the simple answer is patience, because we all want instant success. People who need to lose weight would prefer a magic pill instead of following a balanced diet and an exercise regimen over a duration of time. Maybe you experience this yourself. Your patients, your PT patients, want instant relief or recovery instead of multiple visits over time. It's the same as advertising. And many clinics go right to these conversion ads and get frustrated because they're spending money and they're not seeing results or an ROI that justifies their own budget. Advertising gets you ads immediately, and people will see your ad very quickly, but getting leads instantly just does not happen. It takes time, it takes a lot of testing, optimizing, finding that right landing page, the right demographic, the right offer, etc. And that's just how advertising works. That's the reality of it. So if you don't put in the time, well, Facebook is more than happy to keep taking your money. Okay, so the path we recommend is doing all three of these things and going left to right, having patience so you can build your brand with these awareness ads, get people used to seeing your clinic over time, and even send them to your website with those traffic ads that I talked about earlier. And then using these conversion ads, so you can retarget people that have already been to your website, again, to go back and hopefully convert or become a lead. The other thing is targeting, and targeting is really a big part of advertising. Okay, targeting is a science, but it takes time to find that right equation, and it all starts with a location. So typically, you want people for PT clinics or PT practices. You want people within or you want to target people within a drivable distance. Now, a drivable distance in a major metro is completely different to a small town in Wyoming. So a drivable distance in a small town in Wyoming might be, I don't know, 100 miles maybe to go see a physical therapist. Whereas I live in the suburbs of Denver, I have tons of PT clinic options with just a few miles from my house. My drivable distance would probably be more like 2 miles. Okay. Anything past that, I'm not going to deal with traffic to go see a PT. I have a lot of options within my own address from my house. So that's where I'm more likely to consider a drivable distance for myself. So again, this just greatly depends on where you're located. Age and gender is a big thing to target, especially if you have a specific demographic. Language or gender is good. Same thing. Language is another thing to consider if you're Spanish speaking. You have that option. That's a great specific target group there. Detailed targeting you can target based on people's interests. So if they're into sports, they're athletes, or like specific sports, maybe like skiing or weekend warriors or fitness or weight loss, you can target in that way. And you could also, with these detailed targeting, you can go into like their professions. So if they're in the military or a police officer or firefighter, you can target those type of people as well. So using interest again is just great for if you have a specific demographic, to use these detailed targeting options. And if you want leads, then you need to have an offer and an awesome landing page. And this, to me, this is the most important part of advertising if you want these like conversions or leads. Your landing page must be relevant to your ad, and you definitely need to have an offer. So if you're using, Facebook advertising and your intention is to get leads, ask yourself this right now. You know, where are you sending people after they click on your ads? Okay. Now, I'm going to give you a sneak peek on how we do advertising and basically how our advertising product BuildPT funnel works. And this is our secret sauce on how we do it. So the first thing we do is we target an audience. Basically, we target, when we can, we target a specific audience. And in this case, we're targeting males between 35 and 55, and maybe they're active weekend warriors, or they're trying to get in shape or lose weight. These are targeting interest options within Facebook again. Then we create an ad for that audience. And the ad that we chose is someone dealing with back pain. So we chose this because we know millions of Americans struggle with back pain, especially active males within this age range. So we create an ad with and we do an offer. And in this circumstance, the offer is not directly, hey, come see a PT to fix your back. Now that can work, but it's not going to be as it's not going to work in the same way as someone searching for free information. Okay, and that's why we chose an ebook. And we create these at BuildPT. We create ebooks, and basically this allows the consumer to get free information with this ebook to find a solution for their back pain. So, after that, the user clicks on the ad and they get that free book on back, and so the user clicks on the ad to get, that with the intent to get that ebook, but we don't just provide it to them right there. We send them to a landing page, a relevant landing page to their ad. Okay, and we create these BuildPT landing pages, and perhaps instead of using a fit female, we would use a male, but in reality, we would test this landing page with other images so we know what actually works best over time. And again, we don't just give them the ebook right away. They actually, what do they have to do here? They have to fill out their name, address, and their phone number to get access to that ebook. Once they do that, we do send the ebook right away, but now we have their information, right? Now we have them in our database. So now it's a conversion, and it's a potential lead. And that's just how BuildPT funnel works, specifically our lead automation funnel. What I'm not showing you is the second part and of our product, and that's after people fill out that form, they get right into an automation funnel, and we keep those people engaged, encourage them to call for an appointment. And this is lead automation with the goal of turning these people who clicked on this ad to turn into a patient. Okay, now you can call these people yourself. That's the other option. That's a great way to do it. But we also have this lead automation where we actually do all the work for you, where we try to get people engaged to get them to call you over time. Now, through our funnel product, we build that awareness. We keep people engaged. We get them used to your brand and the value that you offer, and then we get them to convert. So we do the entire advertising process. So again, if you want to know more about BuildPT lead automation funnel, you can go to our funnel page or contact me directly at jesse@buildpt.com. So getting close to the end here. Before that, we want to go over some best practices. So when it comes to posting or even advertising, consistency is everything. If you can't be consistent, then nothing is going to happen. Always respond, and that means like on posts, you want to respond to people's comments. If people message you, you want to respond to those, especially like very timely. We always use that 24-hour rule. That's what we recommend. And then, if people are giving you like a review or even a 5-star review, respond to those. They're taking time out of their busy day to give you a compliment. Say thank you at least. If it's a bad review, absolutely positively respond and try to remedy that circumstance. Multiple admins is great for creativity. Events on Facebook are always awesome. It's just a great way to get people to sign up for those events. And last, use HIPAA common sense, and at least that's what I call it. Use a waiver if you're posting, patients. All your admins should be familiar with HIPAA laws, and don't ever have specific dialogue to people who message you on Facebook or even comment on your posts. And just be aware of laws and take precaution, but don't let it scare you from doing nothing. Okay. Now, before I give away the free Facebook checklist, if you're looking for professional help with your Facebook and your PT or your PT marketing in general, well, you're at the right place. If you need help with your Facebook page and to optimize it, we can do that for you. And plus, 70 to 80 other knowledge cards, like Google, Yelp, and many others. And then we also do, we generate more reviews and build your brand online. And that's with our most popular product, BuildPT Trust. So that might be if that's you, that's something you might want more information on. Now, if you need help with your posting or integrating content or just creating content in general, then BuildPT Connect is right for you. And if you're frustrated with giving Facebook money without results, or you like to start an advertising campaign but you don't have the time to manage it, test it, figure out that right strategy, etc., then BuildPT Funnel, especially our lead automation funnel, might be right for you. So if you have any questions on those, if you need more information, you could contact me at jesse@buildpt.com. Now, if you're a do-it-yourself type of person, then you can access this free Facebook checklist now. Just type in buildpt.com/Facebook 2019. So it'll cover just about most of the stuff that we went over here today, just to use as a guide for your own self. Now you'll need to register to gain access to this, but it's 100% free. So once you fill out that information, you'll have a link where you can download it. And this is just just a guide that would help you with your own Facebook. Okay, so I'm going to end the webinar right here. Again, you can watch any of our BuildPT webinars on our website at buildpt.com/webinars. These are all recordings, and yeah, they're free. So if you have any questions on this webinar or any of our previous ones, you can ask in the comments on our webinar pages, or you can contact me directly again. That's jesse@buildpt.com, JESSE. Either myself or a member of our BuildPT team will respond. With that, I'm going to wrap it up. Enjoy the rest of your day.